Hey, Larie here. Welcome and welcome back. In today's travel prep guide, I'm going to be sharing some of my vacation and travel essentials. Hopefully this will inspire your list in case you're looking for some ideas on what you should be packing for your next trip. Anything that I can find that is available, I will link it below. Of course, it will be an affiliate link, so hook a sister up if you need to buy something, okay? Okay. I'm going to be sharing 10 things that I think will be essential for your next vacation, starting with packing cubes. I got into packing cubes because I often packed my children's things with mine. Well, now that they're getting a little bit older and they have their own luggage, they need their own packing cubes, but they've been so helpful in keeping things organized, especially if it's a shorter trip. I don't like to unpack everything, so the packing cubes help me stay organized. I can just pop them out of the suitcase and grab things as I need them. They're also great for if you need like a hamper, if you're in a situation where you won't be able to wash before you leave. Actually, I'll touch on that in a bit. Laundry. The next thing I like to pack with me is sanitizing wipes. Of course, when you get on the plane, you have to wipe everything down. I've always been big on wiping everything down, even before the pandemic. So of course, with kids, they like to put their hands in their mouth and in their nose and touch their eyes and do all of that stuff. So I usually give them a good wipe down as soon as they get in their seats. I like to wipe down everything that's around us, from the eating tray to the screens and buttons or anything that they might touch that I can just quickly wipe down and sanitize. So hand sanitizing wipes are major key. I also like to travel with my earbuds, and then my children usually have their headphones with them so they can watch movies. I also still love the wired ones, and this light is tripping out right now. Anyway, so headphones, love having headphones with me. Another very essential thing to take with you on your next flight is snacks and gum. I love to carry different types of snacks for the plane ride, but especially gum. These are going to be major with your takeoff and your landing because the air pressure changes, and of course, if this is your first flight, it kind of makes your ears feel like they're plugged up. I'm a pro at this, so I know how to just do a little bit of a swallow like that, and it kind of clears my ears. But my husband, he gets a lot of pressure in his ears, so as soon as we start to land or we're taking off, he's like, babe, where's the gum? Where's the gum? So on your next flight, if you don't want to give your children gum, of course you can give them lollipops. I like to take suckers with me as well, just something that they can be chewing on or eating. And if you have a really small one, like breastfeeding, for example, I breastfed with both of my children. I just made sure I tried to time their feeding with the takeoff and with the landing. And the great thing, of course, with breastfed children, you can just kind of put them on just about any time if it's been a couple hours since their last meal. Sometimes they'll just suckle for comfort. So it makes it really easy with takeoff and landing. They just need to have that swallowing motion to clear their ears. This next travel essential, it's not much of an essential take with you, but it's more at home, and that is a clean home. Before I leave the house, I like to make sure it's spick and span. There's no laundry and of course no trash or dishes. When I return home from a short trip or vacation, I like the house to be ready to receive us. I don't have to think about cleaning after I get back or organizing anything. I usually go pretty crazy, pretty ham in the house before we leave. I like stuff set and ready to go. So when we get back, we can just relax when we get home and get comfortable. Which brings me to my next travel essential, which is a hotel that offers a suite option or an apartment that I like to book with the option of a full kitchen and laundry. I cannot stand to travel with dirty laundries. So it is always my goal to find a place with a washing machine if I can. Of course, if I'm staying at a smaller hotel, that's a little more of a challenge, but I'm not against popping something into the laundromat just so we have clean laundry. I've done that before on vacation just because I want everything clean. When we pack, we get home, all we have to do is unpack everything. I also love having a full kitchen because I don't like for my children to eat out at restaurants every night or to have all of their meals in restaurants. I prefer for them to have like maybe breakfast, which of course is more convenient. You don't have to hurry up, get ready. You can kind of cruise into your day if you want to. So I prefer a place with a kitchen so we can easily make breakfast and cruise out the door. It's not a hustle because they're hungry. Let's hurry up, get dressed. So that's something you can keep in mind on your next trip. Try to book something that gives the option of a kitchen or microwave. At the very least, you can do microwavable oatmeal and things like that. I have found that to be very helpful, especially if we stay up late, which we tend to do on vacation. So the last thing you want to do is pop up at 7 a.m. and jump out of your clothes to take the kids out to a restaurant. Unless, of course, it's a hotel that provides breakfast or free breakfast or the breakfast buffet, then that's really helpful as well. So those are things that I keep in mind when booking accommodations. And of course, this next essential, it won't be a surprise, and that is masks for the plane. I haven't taken many trips, but when I do, I try to get the strongest, most safest mask available on the market for myself and the kids. And if they just have cloth, it's something better than nothing. I had one of the last times we traveled, I purchased masks that offered the little insert for filters. So that's how we flew out to Atlanta. Masks, of course, are a must-have. Even if they aren't required on flights, I still plan to wear them, and I still wear them even now. They aren't required in my state. Next is, again, not necessarily something you physically take with you, but just something to keep in mind. And that is planning some of your excursions and dining options before you leave. It's good. I personally like to have a number of options, anywhere from 3 to 5 excursions or 3 to 5 restaurants that I have to choose from. That way you're not at the hotel spending your time that you could be hanging out looking up things to do. If you look it up before you go, that saves you time to just kind of hang out. Because I find when researching excursions and things like that, I love to check out reviews and get people's opinion, because that could save you some time from going somewhere that turns out to be a bust because you didn't get to research the reviews and things like that. So I like to have a general idea of what the family and I can get into while we're there and what options we have for dining as well. That just makes things smoother. I can say, oh, we can get tacos here, we can get Indian food over there, or we can get Thai food. Just a working idea of what's around us. That will save you a lot of time and stress and having to look things up last minute. Comfortable attire. I like to make sure I have something nice and flowy. I generally have a cardigan or some type of sweater with me or scarf. And then just like flowy pants. Jeans are fine too. I don't mind traveling in jeans, but I definitely like looser fitting things for my flight just so I'm comfortable. The same thing goes with my kids, just a layer to warm up if we need, or something that we can take off. And then something that's flowy and loose on the bottom. Again, I'm fine with jeans, but for my kids, I try to just make sure they're as comfortable as possible, because of course, if they're happy, that means a great flight for everyone. And one of my absolute favorite, which is my tech gear. I take my camera, I have my tripod, and the point and shoot that I use, I find myself reaching for it less just because my iPhone is so good, but I definitely have it on hand. It takes beautiful video. I also have a mini tripod. Occasionally I'll travel with my big tripod, which the camera's on right now. I also have a clip that mounts onto the tripod, which is fantastic, so versatile, it's so good, which is holding the phone right now. I'm shooting on my iPhone as we speak, and I just have it mounted up there with this small phone clip, which I will show you. And then I love this mount. So this little handy mount you can put on a window and always have great light. And then sometimes I like to mount it to my dashboard so I can get a shot of, you know, what I'm seeing as I'm driving. That makes for a beautiful shot. And then I can be safe as I'm filming and not trying to hold the camera in my hand. And this thing just mounts just about mirrors, windows. The dashboard is so good. I love this thing. And then of course I take a charger for my batteries for my point and shoot. Let me get the point and shoot. All right, so this is my little handy dandy point and shoot. She's been through rain and storm. She has been through it all, but it's so good. It's my G7X. I grabbed this. It's so easy. And then of course it has this flip up screen. It's so great. And then of course I have the extra batteries that I purchased. I want to say all of this stuff I've gotten on Amazon. Of course, I'll be linking all of the info that I can below. So if you need to pick up any of these things, you can get it, especially my tech gear. This is stuff that I use regularly, and it's so good. It's very easy and convenient, and a lot of it I can just pop right into my purse, and I'm on my way. I don't have anything that's too big and bulky. The biggest thing that I have is the tripod that my camera's on right now. And I don't even have to travel with that a lot of times unless I know I'm going to need a specific shot. But I usually take it just in case. But this right here this is all I need, along with the little clip that's on the tripod right now. It's really great. So tech gear. And the most important, well, not the most important, but another thing I like to do while I'm on vacation is back up videos and photos that I've captured with my phone. So this is fantastic for backing up your photos on vacation. You know, if you pop them off your phone, you can easily, and I usually take a laptop with me, so I can just pop all of my photos on here if I find that I'm shooting like crazy, or I just want to make sure I have backup. Or if I need to edit, then I transfer them to the external and then edit on my laptop. I don't plan to do a ton of editing this trip. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided. But if I do, I will be taking the laptop. So now this one is the bonus, which is my makeup travel essentials. And you're going to see that in this video. I started doing a list for what I take in terms of makeup. And I said, you know what? This deserves its own video. So you can watch that video right here to find out what I absolutely must have with me when on vacation. I hope this video is helpful, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.